They call it jazz music. It is the lowest of the low.
Hello again to my YouTube friends and subscribers. And welcome back to Jay's World Order. Today, we are heading to the Scottsdale Comic Con, also what they so derisively call the Old Man Con, which I personally take offense to. We're not old men, we're middle-aged men. And you know what? It's not just middle-aged men that are attending this event. There's middle-aged women too, and they're just as miserable as we are buying all this useless shit. And I'll tell you something, thank God I'm not married, because if I was married, my wife would constantly say,
"Oh great, another box of useless shit."
So before we head over to the comic book convention, I just have to share, I met a legend yesterday. Roll that music. You suck! Oh, sorry. For the brief moments that I had to talk to Kurt Angle, super friendly, super cool, super down to earth, we talked about his fight with Jadidi at the 96 Olympics and his emotional and spiritual process entering that fight. And yes, Kurt Angle did confirm to me that he does cut his spaghetti with scissors. Here, roll the tape.
Are you freaking kidding me? Are you serious? You didn't just do that. Oh my goodness, Kurt, you cannot be that lazy.
Whoa, you're calling me lazy? I want to go medal with a broken freaking neck.
Oh my goodness. If you pull that Olympic gold medal card on me one more time, I'm not even joking.
One more thing, I think it's befitting since we're heading over to a comic book convention. The other day, I was watching an auction of the Superman #1 comic that was found in someone's closet in San Francisco. It turned out that this auction made this Superman #1 comic what I believe to be the highest selling comic book in comic book auction history. Here, roll the tape.
7.6 million. I'm at $7.5 million. Do I hear 7.6? Let's advance to $7.6 million. Jump it at 7.6. $7.7 million. I guarantee you, if you do not get this, you will kick yourself in the morning, regretting every second that you didn't spend the money to get this. I can guarantee it. You will never stop regretting that you do not own this book. Let's go to $7.7 million. I'm at 7.6 on the phones. He's yelling at me to shut up right now. I guarantee it. Let's go to $7.7 million. I have to give you, it's a lot of money. I have to give you a chance to think about it. Let's go 7.7. I'm at 7.6. Do I hear 7.7 from you, Heritage Live? I will say, fair warning at $7.6 million, unless I have that advance or give me a cut at 7.65, fair warning, $7.6 million.
All right, let's head over to the Old Man Con, the Scottsdale Comic Book Convention at the DoubleTree Resort here in Scottsdale, Arizona. I will see you there. I'm going to get into it. Oh, man. Original Lobo. Man, I had this comic book, and I lost it, or I gave it away. I don't remember what I did. I would be $300 richer today if I kept it. God. Oh, man. I know someone who has this in mint. I wonder what it's cost right now for them. Or what. Last Ronin, the price keeps growing on this, man. First printing is $400, man. It's going up. It is going up. First Boba Fett. Yeah, that's a beautiful comic book. Oh, it's beautiful. First Dazzler is going up a lot. The comic book's getting really popular. This First Dazzler comic. $450. She's not exactly my favorite X-Men character. She seems to be really hitting it today. Wow, first Iron Fist is $1,000 and $8.5, and that I'm assuming is going to go up because he is going to probably be in Daredevil Born Again Season 2 from what I supposedly hearing. I'm not sure if they're recasting that character or not. All right, well, the Todd McFarlane Spider-Man signed by Todd McFarlane, $800. 5.0 grade. That is awesome. You got to check out Totally Datical Comics on Instagram. This was one of my favorite DC series back in the early 90s. And I have it at home, and I know it didn't go up in price. Unfortunately, it's still $3. $3 to me, though, is still money. But it's really an underrated series that people kind of overlooked during that time. It was kind of mass-produced at this time with DC Comics. So, honestly, it's not going to be worth that much to begin with. But what we were saying is that Guy Gardner was fantastic in that series, but you're right. They burned it out afterwards with all these crossovers.
You know what the funny thing is? This is the first gimmick cover because of the gem.
That's right.
That was the first gimmick cover.
That's right.
And I'm surprised because of that. It hasn't done
anything for it. But Eclipso wasn't really like this main villain that you're going to remember because they really didn't reprocess him through the years. So it's kind of overlooked. This is for people my age, under 40s and 50s right now, that will slightly remember if they were reading DC at that time.
Oh, yeah.
What is your favorite DC series?
Any Showcase Spectres.
Yeah.
Adventure Comics Spectres.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm a big Spectre fan.
Yeah. What's your name, man?
Mike.
Mike, I'm Jay.
Jay.
Nice to meet you.
Yep.
What do you got over here, man? You got some great stuff.
A lot of Golden Age horror.
Yeah.
We've got some Mexican War file copies with Matt Baker on.
Nice.
We got a good variety of stuff, old, new, and
What about this Forbidden Worlds I'm looking at? What year is that from?
that's probably 50.
Yeah.
It's pre-code, so it's probably 54.
Pre-code, right?
54.
Now, pre-code comics, are they still considered, taboo? Or, no?
They never were.
Yeah, just the government felt that way.
Well, there's another one of the, oh my God, what's his name? McCarthyism era.
Right.
Witch hunts.
Right.
Yeah. They got to blame somebody, so they blame comic.
I mean, they did the same thing with video games, television, music, you name it. You want to try and subjugate.
They did it to the hippies in the 60s, they did it to the punk rockers in the 80s.
That's right.
You got to have somebody to blame.
What's your prize piece you got here?
Big cold cover.
Of the Weird?
It's Blue Bolt
Weird Tales.
Weird Tales, yeah.
What year?
1952.
Beautiful. What condition would you say that's in about? Probably like a 3?
It's a VG other than a spine roll.
Yeah.
I mean, the colors are great on it.
Inside is clean and everything too?
Oh, yeah. The cover's still attached to both staples.
What are you selling this for?
I've got $1,200 on it.
Wow.
Then we got like a Great Lee Elias bondage cover.
Beautiful.
This, once again, is 1952.
Yeah. Wow. Where do you find these, man?
I've been doing this over 50 years.
Well, you're way
It's not
too
my
young.
Personal collection. I'm 61.
Yeah, man, you look like you're in your 40s, brother. Congratulations.
Everybody tells me that. I'm like, yeah, let's see what we got. But,
Vintage Advantage. And you're located where?
Tucson.
Oh, in Tucson.
Don't have a store, but we try and meet all people. So we share that on
Well, absolutely, man. So Vintage Advantage, you guys got great stuff. Classic horror comics that you don't find too often these days. So, all right, man. It was a pleasure, man. I wish you have good luck this week. Today, and you sell that damn $1,200 comic book.
I don't care if I do or not.
I'm with the best name of any comic book seller here, Hagen, the comic book hunter. It's good to see you again, my friend.
Good to see you as well.
We met last year. You had the giant size X-Men. I had a lot of people respond that wanted to buy it. You sold it that day anyway, so they couldn't regardless buy it.
That's correct.
But you find great stuff. A lot of this stuff came from your home collection.
It did.
And last year was your first con.
Yes. So actually, a year ago was my first con.
So
yes.
in this past year since, how has it been for you? Have you grown? Other shows you've been to?
Yeah, I just did a show in Tucson. I like doing one-day shows. I don't do multi-day shows because it's just too much. I'm also I'm a hobbyist, and I also buy as well. I trade. So I'm happy to trade. I had a guy took my number down because he was talking about what he had, and he seeing this, and I said, well, I'm happy to trade.
Yeah.
So, if people reach out to me and want to trade, I'm happy to do that as well.
Yeah. And you're on Instagram?
I'm not. I'm on Facebook.
Right.
but I've got a, I don't really have an online presence as a comic book seller.
But if someone reached out to you on Facebook, said
Absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely. Scott Hagen on Facebook.
And what's that comic book that said, "I want to be a collector. I love this"?
So I was a kid. I was about this. I was born about the same time Spider-Man was created.
Wow.
And I was a kid. I got really into Spider-Man. I mean, I was a Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, Batman guy. But Spider-Man, and I actually filled in my personal collection a Grail book of mine. I never had a 121. And I finally found one at a reasonable price. I still remember finding my 129.
Oh wow!
The first Punisher.
Yeah.
I remember I was about 20 years old, and I'm at Park and Swap here in Phoenix.
Yep.
The guy had a stack of comics for a quarter each, and I went, and that 129 just jumped out at
For
me.
a quarter.
I bought my 129 for a quarter.
Wow.
At Park and Swap. So when you find stuff like that, it's crazy.
You flipped it?
No, I still have that.
Nice.
I still have that. It's the only one I've ever had. I mean, I have nothing against guys that do slab books.
Right.
But I only deal with raw in my personal collection. I'm only going to sell raw.
Right.
I just don't want to deal with slabs. For me, I was just talking about it, I like the art. I like to be able to read them. I like the art.
Yeah.
But more importantly, sometimes is I have to be able to smell it.
Yeah.
Comic books have a smell.
Right. Like records. It takes you back to the 70s, the 80s.
Paperbacks.
Yeah.
There's a certain smell that you just kind of fall in love with.
Yeah. I'm a little crazy because I actually kind of like the smell of gasoline. Don't ask me why, but it's just one of my things.
You weren't dropped on your head as a kid.
No, I was actually by my father. It was an accident, but look how great I turned out. Come on. Come on. So Hagen, what are some heavy hitters you got today, man?
Well, probably the biggest book I've got is the X-Men 94.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I just reevaluated that.
Now, what's the story of X-Men 94 again?
So that's the second new X-Men. So Giant Size X-Men #1 is the first appearance. That's the second appearance.
Okay.
That's when X-Men came out of reprints. Because they were uphill for like the last 20 or so issues. They were doing reprints of the early stuff, and then they brought the new X-Men in.
Okay. The Bat, Death of Superman. We're going to talk. Those are the two pivotals.
Yeah.
But they aren't really gaining much because, yes, they were mass printed.
Yes.
Even the Black Book, Death of Superman were mass printed. So you don't really see those for more than maybe $40 in some places.
And here's the thing. Those were so highly speculated.
Right.
Those were so highly speculated.
Right.
That people will drop them into the market.
Right.
They've held on to them. I said, and every once in a while somebody says, I got 100 copies of it. I just want to get rid of them. I don't want to store them anymore.
Right.
And they dump them in the market, depresses the market.
Right.
It's just not, I just don't see the Death of Superman really being a big book.
Yeah.
Anything that they advertise as this is going to be a big thing.
Right.
And I thought it was a gimmick at the time. It kind of was a gimmick.
It was.
It was a gimmick.
Yeah.
And anything that ever says collector on it, a collector's item. Yeah, it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
Yeah.
That's a key issue right there.
Have you guys met? So this is my friend Jason.
I'm Jay.
This is my friend Big Scum.
Big Scum. I love the name.
Yeah, that's kind of a key issue right there, but
Put these off the side.
kind of low numbers, kind of low.
Nice.
So these are low grades?
No.
These look really nice. Probably you're probably looking at seven for that one.
So you bought this whole thing, this whole series now?
That one's a little nicer, probably like 8.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but I mean they're still really nice. Plus they present well in
Man, I found an autograph $4. So
You want to see the autograph I got, gentlemen? It is an Elvira signed with COA, and I said, hey, this is my first walk around, and he said, hey, if you buy it right now, I'll knock $50 off.
I was going to ask you, they got it for $100. That is an awesome deal, bro.
So we're actually two shops under one roof. I've got Collector's Choice Comics on one side. They handle our new books. They also do the CBCS facilitation.
Right.
And I've got Justice Comics on the other side. They handle all the old school books, Gold and Silver, Modern, Bronze, specialized Ninja Turtles and Spawn.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of.
And I have been by the store. It's a fantastic setup. It looks great. You guys are doing great. And it's great to see you also at the show here. You always got great heavy hitters, man, in great condition too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even when we're looking at Incredible Hulks and the Fantastic Fours at 1.5s, where are you finding these?
Yeah, we've been very fortunate.
Yeah.
Like, we're fair with every customer that comes through. We don't cherry pick books when people come in to sell them or anything else like that. We've built a good reputation over the years on both sides of the store. So we've been the best in Phoenix for 2024 and 2025.
Wow.
Yeah, back to back. So
That's fantastic, man.
But I mean, when you build that rapport and stuff like that, people want to bring you their books if they're, selling them, having a hard time, this or that, or just like looking to move on to different collections.
Right.
So we've been very fortunate. We've gotten full runs of Daredevil, full runs of Fantastic Four.
Wow.
We've gotten full runs of X-Men. You can see though, we got a lot of juicy stuff.
Yes, you do.
It's not. They're not just your, off the rack kind of
No. The Gambit is from when again? This because I have this. I don't have it anymore.
The Gold Gambit?
Yeah.
That was from the 90s.
Yeah, 90s.
Early 2000s, 90s, late 90s.
Late 90s, that's right. I got to ask you one last question.
Yeah.
How do you feel the interpretation of the female Silver Surfer in the Fantastic Four?
The only Silver Surfer I know is a guy, Norrin Rad.
Right.
There was. Galactus did have
a female herald.
Yeah,
he did.
Female herald, yeah. So I would say, come on, keep the characters to what they are.
Right. It's just. I remember collecting these when I was a kid when they first came out. Oh, the garbage. If I see that for a second.
1947.
1947. It's a record?
2 records.
Wow.
Flip it over. They're picture discs too.
Oh wow.
It's the best.
It says 50 firm. It's literally the first show it's been to. $45. I can't. When I put firm, it means I have no room.
It's a beautiful condition.
$35 for it, so I make a tenner.
That's beautiful, man. Where'd you find it?
Where do I find anything?
Just luck of the draw, I guess.
Luck has nothing to do with it.
Okay, so explain to me something here. You cut this all using duct tape.
So this is all duct tape, yeah.
Oh my god.
So my other name on Instagram is the Stuck Duck.
The Stuck Duck.
And everything I do, my artwork is all basically I'm a colorist. This is a Raphael Grandpa Spider-Man, and I literally just recut it in duct tape.
That is amazing.
Yeah, so this is all duct tape. I just did this Ghost Rider, it glows in the dark. This is an art germ, My Little Pony art germ. What I do is I find a picture that I like, I blow it up to the size that I like, and I start doing it on comic covers. I do bigger stuff too, but comic covers I love comics, so I put it on a comic cover. What I did is I take a paper template, find the image I like, blow it up to the size that I want, cut out a black silhouette. So I'm not the guy who creates the line. I create the illusion of the line by putting the color back in its place.
What's some of the new stuff that you've been working on this past year?
The sketch cards for Upper Deck.
Sketch cards for Upper Deck?
Yeah.
So you're working for Upper Deck with this now? That's freaking awesome, man.
Thank you, man.
That is awesome. How did that come about?
Just through Instagram. The lead talent guy hit me up through Instagram and asked if I wanted to do this Looney Tunes one. That was the first one I did, and then they had me do an X-Files one and a DC one.
Can you find these in stores?
Yes, they're all released now, except for the DC ones. I think are still coming out.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man.
That is awesome, bro. Awesome. So when it comes to the Tremor books that you're writing, is canon with the movies, or is it outside that universe?
Yeah, it includes characters from the movies and the TV show, and each one's an anthology, so I'm one of several different people. I wrote and drew my little story that's in each issue, and then there's been some other writers, some other artists.
What's this story of this Guardians of the Galaxy right
I'm
here?
not sure. That's a sketch cover I did when I was sitting next to Jim Starlin.
Oh, okay.
Creator of Thanos.
Yes, sir.
So, and then he signed it, so I got it.
Oh, that's great.
Package.
So what did Jim Starlin have to say about it?
I don't think he said anything. Austin Ackert Art, my name with art at the end of it, on Instagram. The Art of Austin Eckert on Facebook.
Right on. It is such a pleasure to meet you, sir. Thank you so much for coming out to Scottsdale Comic Con. You have drawn some very classic characters, some that I love personally. I love Kilowog. I love Guy Gardner. I love what you did with Batman Earth 2. My first question is about Batman Earth 2. When you were presented that Bruce Wayne from that Earth, what were the small nuances that you were told to incorporate to make sure that the reader knew this was a different Batman?
Well, I mean, we know that he's older, and you know, there's the hair. And Paul Levitz told me when I'm drawing Bruce Wayne, they think he's Commissioner Wayne,
right?
And thinking my Macmillan and wife, that was that Bruce Wayne, and so keep that in mind. It's that kind of classy guy. And just go with that.
You said years ago that Green Lantern was like a second-rate Robin Hood.
I did say that.
You did say something to that effect.
I letter to Julie Schwartz.
Right.
No, I said Green Arrow.
Green Arrow was okay.
Yes. Oh no, and it was my first example of being edited by Julie Schwartz.
Okay.
Because I wrote Julie a letter for JLA, and I kind of gave my opinion of all the characters.
Yeah.
And I wrote in the letter that Green Arrow was a rotten Robin Hood, and Julie changed it to a second-rate Robin Hood.
Oh wow!
Yes. So I have these flashbacks to Julie Schwartz editing.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Do you still feel that way about Green Arrow after all these years?
Not really.
Yeah.
I think since the Neil and Mike Grell, Green Arrow has been given another lease on life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Favorite characters in the Green Lantern Corps is Kilowog.
Kilowog. Yeah.
So, how did you interpret the character when it was first presented to you?
Well, he's a Steve Englehart character, and Steve was kind of remaking at least a group of the Green Lanterns and creating a bunch of new ones for all this bunch to live on Earth. And he figured we needed a big bruiser of a guy, and so that was what he was working with. But his idea, he's a big, heavy, solid guy, but he's really very intelligent. He is a scientist, and he's also very aware of the people that his family lost, his planet lost, that he originally were taken into his body. So he's a more complicated character than he seems to be. And I have characters who will talk to me sometimes when I'm drawing them for the first few times. And Steve never told me what Kilowog was to look like. I've never given me specific art directions, just the kind of guy he was. And when I was doing sketches, Ernest Borgnine spoke to me.
Wow.
And in my mind, Kilowog is always
Looks like Ernest Borgnine.
Ernest Borgnine.
Oh, the Dick Tracy comic book. I love that it looks like the old strips that I've read. Oh, sorry, sir.
You're good. I was getting ready.
But was this interpretation of Dick Tracy comic books is an absolute throwback. This goes back to the 1940s. And now, was this what the intention was of the comic book the whole time?
Well, I did the strip.
Right.
I did the strip for 10 years, and I had always wanted to draw Tracy.
Right.
And when Dick Boker retired with Mike Curtis, we had Tracy's material ready to go. But I had always figured Tracy lives in his own time period.
Yeah.
It's not that he needs to be updated, but maybe taken a little bit more back to where that Tracy time period exists. And that I was trying to get back to Chester Gould and his early late 40s to mid 50s. That's my period.
Right.
So as far as I'm concerned, that's when Tracy lives, and that's what I was trying to do.
All right, my friends, I hope you enjoyed the Scottsdale Comic Book Convention at the DoubleTree Resort this year. It was a really great time and talking to all the great people today. I didn't pick up anything. What I did get was this Dick Tracy comic book that was signed to me by legendary artist drawer Joe Stanton. We had a great interview together. Thank you, Joe, for letting me talk to you and everybody else that I got an interview today. It was great. Thank you so much. And once again, my friends, please like and subscribe, and I will see you again down the road. Peace and love.